Hello, everybody. I am Giovanni Bardwolf, and welcome back to another video. So, my apologies for not posting as much as lately, but I've kind of not been very active here on YouTube or anything. But I'm back and I'm ready to make another video. So, this time I'm here to review like 3 movies at least. June has been a pretty packed month of movies that I haven't gotten a chance to watch or review, but I decided to watch these 3 movies that I feel like everybody is talking about. I decided to watch and try to make my quick review on them. So I'll start with Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. I really wasn't excited for this movie, but after watching the first one, I really did. I watched the first movie a long time ago. Then I watched it again, just trying to make myself excited for this second one. And I think it was great. It's about Miles gets sucked into the Spider-Man multiverse and everything. And you already know about the animation. I think the animation here is much better than the first one, I should say. It makes everything in the movie look amazing and colorful. Every shot, every angle, every action scene looks so gorgeous. This style and animation is top tier and it changes animation. Like, this movie changed animation and it can push other studios' animation from like 3D model CGI kind of to this amazing comic style animation. The voice actors were great, nothing bad to say about them, but the voice actors are great. They do a good job with voicing their characters. They do a good job giving them emotions and feelings with their voice. Even the new voice actors do great. Miles is a good character. He has that high school boy angsty kind of character, but he is a good superhero at the end of the day. As Superman, he's excellent and he isn't a basic, annoying, quirky guy. He delivers a good Spider-Man role with those tropey teenage characters that's executed very well. Gwen Stacy, I think, is a great character in here as well. We get an opening in the beginning of the movie of her becoming Spider-Woman and explaining her backstory. It was a great and tragic backstory. It was a great opening, I honestly think. It was like they made her the important character of the movie and of the Spider-Verse, but she still is a great character, and they present her in a good way in this movie. The villain Spot is a great villain. I love what he can do as a villain. He makes these spot portals to fight anyone and steal anything, just like we see in the way he's introduced in the movie. In that convenience store scene, like, he's just great. He's like comical and goofy, but it's honestly a pretty cool villain, I should say. Miguel O'Hara as Spider-Man 2099, I think, is a good villain as well. His mission in this movie is kind of complicated for me to understand, but what it is that he's trying to do is stop Miles from stopping canning events like his father dying. If he manages to stop those events, then the whole Spider-Verse will collapse. It took me time to try to understand, but I finally understood. And I think is a right plan for a villain. Also, Miguel is cool. He looks cool and they make him a great villain and they give him that amazing villain energy. The ending I think is great. It's a cliffhanger ending. Not everyone likes the cliffhanger ending, but it is set for a trilogy and I honestly don't mind that cliffhanger ending. I'm just excited for that third Spider-Man Spider-Verse movie and the way it's gonna wrap up. So yeah, you should go watch this movie. I think it's great. I really liked it. I'm personally giving it a 10 out of 10. Then I watched Transformers Rise of the Beast. So I really wasn't interested in this movie also. The trailer looked good. I'm not really a big fan of the Transformer movies or anything. I saw the movie and I think it was good. I'll probably have to watch the other movies to see if this one is good. But I think this movie is great and fun for me. The Transformers and the humans in here I think were good. The humans also do what the Transformers do in here, where they get into suits and make them part of the action and making them helpful to the team. That was honestly pretty great. One thing I like in this movie is mostly the Autobots design. They look very well designed. Cars turning into robots look well in this movie. I mostly like the bird Autobot prototype design in this movie. I forgot what his name was. I think it looked very good and well designed in my opinion. There were some characters in here that were missing throughout the whole movie that didn't have enough screen time, such as that cheetah and that rhino Autobot character that I feel like they were scrapped from the movie. I wish they had like more screen time in this movie because they honestly looked very cool. I mean, they do get some screen time, like in the battle act in the end of the movie. The villain, Scrooge, in this movie, I think is great. Him and his other two villains in this movie were great. The way they kill the Transformers and they take their power, I think was a good trade. I mean, okay, yeah, the villains in here are great. They look menacing and threatening. So yeah, the third act of the final battle scene where everyone is fighting, we see all these amazing shots, cool visuals and CGI that made this movie look amazing. I mean, CGI looks good. It's good CGI. I appreciate like how much money they put into this movie to make it look very good. I think that third final battle looks fantastic. It makes this whole movie fun for me and enjoyable. Watching Autobots battle and blast off shots. It's just fun to see Autobots fight and battle other bots. But yeah, I did enjoy this movie. I had fun with it. Just had some minor problems with it. I'll personally give it like a 8 out of 10. Last film I will talk about is Elemental. This is Disney's new movie that I really wasn't excited for either. The trailer kind of tells what this movie is going to be about, and not a lot of people were interested in this movie when the trailer came out. But I was hoping this movie to be at least be a better Disney Pixar movie, and it doesn't do that, and it also does that at the same time. So first of all, I think the animation looks great. I did like the water and fire animation in this movie. The Element City looks well. It isn't like the Spider-Verse animation, but that's something you would expect from Disney. The relationship between Amber and Wade in this movie are great and heartwarming, in my opinion, including the family of Amber. The relationship between Amber and her father were great. The story in this movie is just water and fire falling in love, and there really isn't any conflicts in this movie. There's a dilemma between Amber and Wade where they're in love but weren't made for each other because water and fire don't mix. So the story isn't something that holds up or anything. This movie doesn't have a villain, which is a big sin in animation and entertainment. Not having a villain is what makes this movie less enjoyable and not interesting. Like, come on, this kinda makes me mad that you don't show any villains. Nothing to make this movie more entertaining and have a problem at the first or second or final act. Like, not even a villain at all. Nothing. I mean, it's just hard to enjoy the movie without having a villain. Something that Disney built itself from, and I don't know, they just ruined it. I don't know, I just find it very disappointing that this movie doesn't have a villain. So overall, this movie is kinda mid. No villain equals less enjoyable and less entertaining. The story doesn't hold up and was bland. The animation is okay. I wish they had a different animation style, but I think it would make the movie look more beautiful. Relationship between characters are good, but that's all. I'm personally giving this movie like a 5 out of 10. Go watch it if you want. I don't know. Tell me what you think of the movie. So that's all for these 3 reviews I decided to come up with. I'll try watching more recent movies that I haven't got a chance to watch. I'll probably have to wait until they come out to digital release or to platforms, but I'll try my best to do a review as quick as possible and as early as I can. But if you enjoyed this video, leave a like and comment what you thought of this review. If you watched any of these movies, tell me what you honestly think of them. Subscribe if you want to see more content like this. It's optional, but it would help me out. And I'll talk to you all soon. Goodbye.